Hello guys, how are you all? You're welcome to this video. Today in this video I'm going to tell you that how did I learn this language, which language I'm speaking to you all in this video, and you are able to listen to me. So how did I learn this language? There all I'm going to tell in this video. But by the way, because already I have told to you all, but because again I would like to tell you all that how did I learn this English language. So because my journey of learning English speaking start from the day when I was studying in class 7. Because in which school I have studied, if I will tell you name of that school, is Arupi School Bhatbhanga. So when I was studying in class 7 that time, because I was not knowing to its English language, because I don't have any friend, and because I didn't have any friend in environment of English with whom I could English language. So all the same, because how did I learn English language. But because if I'll tell you my journey of learning English speaking, because I had begun to learn my English language. So when a teacher had entered in my class, when I was studying in class 7 that time, because in period of sister, by the way, but because which can be English language, which can be English textbook and English related subject, because that subject is being talked to us by sister. So one day, because sister had gone to someone else, and in period of system, a brother had come in our class. He had entered in our class, and because he began to ask to us that what will I teach you all. So I began to answer to him, like, because you please teach us English textbook. But because by the way, because he had a YouTube channel, he has a YouTube channel, he keep on making video on YouTube, and because he will have talked to many type of persons about English language. So what did he do that he began to teach us tenses, and told us that because can we speak English language. So if you all learn this tense, so you all can speak English language. So what did I do that, because since then I began to learn to speak English language, and I learned tense. First of all, I have learned tense, and after that, so because whatever was important to learn to English language, because by learning which I could have spoken English language, I began to learn that. So for that, because I took resort of my mobile, and by resorting mobile, I have learned to speak English language. But and because you will be knowing one thing only, that so because if you are studying in any type of if you are studying in Hindi medium school, because where English is not being spoken by people. So because I was not able to speak English language all the same, because by the way, because I have learned to speak English language by mobile, but because all the same I was not knowing to speak English language, that how could I have spoken English language. By the way, because I was knowing to translate Hindi into English language, all the same, how did I learn? I began to practice my English. But because just before a while I told you that because I didn't have any friend in environment of English with whom I could speak English language. So all the same, because also at my home I began to, but first of all, because when initially I was practicing my English in forest. But all the same, because when already, because I used to decide at my home that because today I will go to forest. There I will make video in forest, and then I will speak, and I will try to speak without looking, because I will speak on a story essay without looking. And after that, because I used to decide that because after practicing English, I will try to call to someone else, and with him I will speak English language. So what did it happen that at that all of a sudden, because I was not knowing to English language, because therefore I was not knowing to English language at that day, even after practicing my English in forest. Because that time, because without knowing, I was practicing my English in speedily, and because very speedily I was practicing my English, therefore I was not knowing to English language due to practicing very speed. So after that, because I watched one video on YouTube, I watched one video, and in that video I had been told by someone else, like whose video can be that, like, because in that video I had been told, so because I'm not only, but because many type of us, many people who are watching that video, will be watching just now, so because they are being told by that video that because you should practice your English at your home. So if you are beginners for learning English, so you should practice your English at your home by sitting in a chair, and by any type of you should hang mirror in front of you on your wall of your house, and then you should try to practice your English by telling a story, essay, and everything. So after that you should try to call to someone else if possible, so you should communicate with the people, and after that you should try to speak your English, like this, because I had been told in that video. All the same, because I could learn then, that last I could learn to English language. But when, if I tell my journey of when I was practicing my English in forest, that time, because I was not knowing to English language, but because I faced many type of mistake and problems while learning English language, but because if I will share, first of all, I have faced practicing English language in forest, and because I couldn't learn to English language, so after that, because I began to practice my English at my home, so immediately I began to practice my English, because not in speedily, so because otherwise, whatever word of English with Hindi meaning you will learn, that will not come to your mind, and how can you speak? You will not able to speak English language. It can be possible 100%, I am telling you that. So if you will practice English language at your home, so initially, if you are beginners for learning English, and if you are beginners for practicing English language, if you are speaking first time, so initially you should speak very slowly. It is not like that you will speak speedily, and because in beginners, but because in initially you should not speak speedily, you should begin to, you should let any type of English word with Hindi meaning come to your mind, and so that you can speak very good English and properly, so after that I began to learn all necessary thing of English grammar, vocabulary, idiom phrases, and that all, which can be like a preposition, conjunction, tenses, modal verb, and pronouns, that all whatever was important to learn to speak English language. In spite of this, and like which can be vocabulary, vocabulary, do you know vocabulary? And because with Hindi meaning, different type of vocabulary, vocabulary about so body, your body, about mobile, about school, everything I have learned. And after that I began to let that all vocabulary to come to my mind, so that I could have spoken English language by using that all. So because just before while I told you that if that all vocabulary will not come to your mind, can you speak? You will not able to speak English language. Because therefore I would like to tell you that if you are beginners for learning English, you should let that all word of English language come to your mind, and you should try to speak English language. So if you are beginners, and if you will speak very speedily, but that all will not able to come to your mind, and you will speak. So because how can you speak English language? But because you will be like, because as if you will be learning something in your notebook, like, so therefore you should let that all word of English language come to your mind, and you should try to speak English language, so, and you should practice your English with people. So because if you can have any type of friends with whom you can speak your English easily, and people can speak to you in English language, so you should speak to them in English language more and more. If you are getting such people with whom, because if they are saying you that because we would like to speak to you in English language, can we speak? So really you should speak to them in English language. Otherwise, if you are thinking about yourself that because I don't have any friend with whom I will speak English language, so you can practice your English at your home, but so all the time you can improve. Anybody can't stop you to learn English language, and also at your home you can improve your English by speaking on a story essay, by because first of all, what should you that, because you should hang mirror in front of you on wall of your house, and then you should try to speak on story essay. And after, if you can't have any type of mirror, so you should open camera of your mobile, and you try to make your video, and you should try to check your English. And because after, when you will capture your video, after that you should try to watch your video, that did I make video, did I speak good, where did I make mistake. So you should try to solve that. And because again you should promise to yourself that because I will not make mistake again, so if possible, so because you should also try to upload that video on YouTube, and you can get views in YouTube, people will watch your video, so you will have understood, friends. So finally I'm going to end my video. By the way, because I would like to say you thank you, and please subscribe my channel, and so please press the bell icon and share my video to your friends, so that so as well as you also your friends can watch my video till the end. So thank you, friends. We shall meet in next one video, friends. Thank you.